Here is our function. It's a cubic. The first thing to notice there, plus x graph. So that's a snake, and the snake we're in question, it goes up from left to right starting off there because it's a plus. If it was a negative x cube graph, it will start off going down first there. So that's how you recognize the difference between the two. So in our cubic, we're going to have a max point and we're going to have a min point. So you're going to have two here. So let's see how we get on. First of all, we've got to differentiate, right? F dash x is equal to, or 3x squared plus 4x, and that's it differentiated. Of course, we're after finding our slope finder function, and this is basically code for when x equals 1, show that the slope is 7. Right? That's what that question is saying to you in disguise there. So remember, that's the slope. Whatever way you want to think, but I'm going to write it over here as well. That's just the slope. It's 3x squared plus 4x. You're wondering what I'm doing. I'm just following this kind of way though. Just sub in 1 and just sub in 1. And you find out when x is 1, the slope is 7. That's definitely correct. That's it done. Show that it's that. Now, I'm just showing you over here again. If you didn't know the slope and you knew you were dealing with x equals 1, you just sub in 1 and you get a slope of 7. So when x equals 1, the slope is 7. That's what it's saying to you there. Prove that. Then it says, hence find the equation of the tangent to f of x when x equals 1. So we know for the equation of a tangent. A tangent is a line. Tangent is a line. And a line, you need three things. You need, number 1, the slope. Number 2, you need a point. And number 3, you need the formula. So we definitely have the formula. We'll see that in a second. We have the slope as well, where we're told here. Now we don't have the point. That's the only thing. Currently, we have 1y when the slope is 7. We have 1y. So the first thing we need to do is find out what y is. Your original graph was f of x equal to x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5. Right? And I'm going to sub it. That's just code for y. And what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to sub in when we know when x is equal to 1, the slope is 7, but we don't know the value of y. We need to find that. And subbing it in here, we get, hopefully, we get 1 cubed is 1, 1 squared is 1, 1, 2 is 3, 3 minus 5 is minus 2. So when the slope is 7, the point is 1 minus 2. So we're off and running here now. We've got our three things that we need. We've got the slope of the tangent, we've got the point on the tangent, and we've got our formula, y minus y1 is equal to m on the bracket of x minus x1. We start off by labeling the point, and then we set up our formula, filling in for x1 and y1. Well, y1 is minus 2, put in brackets. There's 1, that's normal, and m is 7. So we now go and tidy this up. Always tidy up before you go any further. 7 times x minus 7. And we need to finish with, it just says find the equation of the tangent. It doesn't say how we have to give it. So I'm going to give it in its easiest form. Y is equal to 7x. Take away 2, 7x minus 9. There's the easiest equation of the lot. Y is equal to mx plus c. Question done. We have another part. G of x equal to x plus 11. Find g of f of x in terms of x. Holy moly. Right. g of x, right, so that's going to be g, oh wow, yeah, okay, so what we've got to do here now, we know that f of x is what? What is f of x? F of x is x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5. Right, so that is what f of x is, right? That is what f of x is. Now it says, so g of that, and g of x, Jesus, we've got to sub that in now, so g of x we know is x plus 11, so if we're asked to find g of x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5, we're going to sub in, it's a bit like saying instead of x we put in this, instead of x over here, we put in that as well. So, tricky little question there. And when we tidy that up, when the input is x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5, we're going to get x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5. We have to add 11, and basically giving us when the 2x squared, that's 3, my 3's are terrible, and that's going to be minus 5 plus 11 is plus 6, and that's that question hopefully done and dusted. Yes, it is.